Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Her Inspired Mind podcast. So, the other day, I posed a question on my Facebook and I asked, what is the thing that you desire the most in life? And there were two subjects that came across. A lot of people said that they desired love, and some people said that they desired more peace in their lives, and more peace of mind. So, I wanted to address about having more peace, right? So, how do you find more peace in your life? Well, first of all, you need to look within. Peace doesn't come from anything on the outside. Peace doesn't come from a person. Peace doesn't come from material things. It comes from within. Why? Because the Spirit of God is within you. And Philippians 4:6 talks about that the peace of God will guard your heart. And so it is possible to have peace. It is possible to have peace of mind in your heart, even when everything in your life might seem crazy. It is possible to have peace. So after looking within, you need to ask God to activate His Spirit within you. Because once His Spirit is active within you and you start walking in the Spirit and not so much in your flesh, which our flesh tends to over worry, we tend to overthink, we tend to worry about the future, we tend to worry about our finances, about our relationship, about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen with my business. All of that is us trying to be in control. So we need to not only look within and allow the Spirit of God to guide us, but we need to surrender to it, trusting that He is in control, that He will guide our steps and He will guide our life in the direction that it needs to go. So instead of allowing worry to consume you, just trust. Trust and believe that everything is happening for you and not to you. That life is going to happen the way that it is supposed to be. And I know it's not easy to think this way, but it takes practice, right? So, focus on you. Focus on the things that you can control, which is what you're thinking about, what you're giving your attention to, being intentional about reducing your stress levels. Like what things stress you out? Is it your finances? Is it your partner? Is it your kids? Is it your work environment? Is it your business? So focus on how can you reduce your stress towards those things. Is it that you're over worrying? Is it that you're not as organized as you should be? Is it that you're not planning ahead and that you're not being intentional and you're just kind of going with the flow of things every single day? Get your things together, get your things in order so that you're able to reduce your stress. Plan ahead. Don't just go, by each day and hoping that things will be better. No, take control of your life. Put things in order, put things where they need to be. Plan your days ahead of time. Schedule things ahead of time. And if you need to say no to people, say no. If you have too much on your plate, start to remove things that are not serving you, things that are weighing you down so that you can focus on the things that are more important to you in your life. Don't worry about who's in your life and who's supporting you and who isn't. All of those things are not in your control. Stop trying to be in control of other people and how they're treating you and if they're going to be there for you. Listen, if they're not serving you, if they're not supporting you, if they're not speaking life into you, let them go. Let them go somewhere else. Let them be somebody else's headache, right? Just be still. Like there's a verse in the Bible that says, be still and know that I am God. So take time to be still. Sit in a quiet place. Go to the park, sit and just don't look at your phone. Don't talk to nobody. Don't text. Don't answer the phone. Just be still and know that God has you. Know that what is for you will be for you. Looking again within. You are in control of your peace more than you even realize. Like you're probably stressed out because you're letting people stress you out. You're stressed out because you're overthinking and you're trying to be in control of everything and you're trying to, force things in your life that don't belong, people that don't belong, doing things that you know are wrong. And that's what's causing you so much turmoil in your spirit, inside of you, in your mind. Like, be still and surrender and let go. And set boundaries. Like, stop allowing people to take advantage of you. Stop allowing people to come into your life and cause drama and chaos all the time. Set those boundaries, put those walls up. Because if they're not serving you and they're not helping you to become a better person and they're not supporting you in your dreams and your goals and or habits that you might have that that you should not be doing that thing because you feel disgusted afterwards and it doesn't make you feel good, stop doing it. You're like, Rebecca, but it's not that easy. Yeah, it is that easy because you need to decide how you want to feel. Do you want to feel peace in your life? Like, really? Or do you like being stressed? Do you really like being anxious? Are you addicted to that feeling? And having peace is actually uncomfortable because your whole life you've been in chaotic and stressful environments and you just continue to sabotage yourself. Like, these are questions that you need to ask yourself, that you need to reflect. Because a lot of times we put things on other people or try to put the blame on other people, but in reality, it's our own fault. It's your own fault that maybe you don't have peace in your life because you haven't cut those people out. You haven't set the boundaries. You haven't decided. And you continue to live in this vicious cycle of the back and forth and allowing people to come in and out of your life and causing all this chaos and all this drama. You are powerful. You are powerful. You have more power in your hands than you even realize. And that's what I want to do. I want to empower you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm trying to wake you up so that you realize that maybe you're the problem. Maybe there's things that you need to put in place that you need to get a hold of in your life so that you can have more peace. And, sometimes you got to let people learn on their own. Like, you can't help everybody. Stop spreading yourself so thin and sacrificing your peace of mind and your happiness because you keep trying to help other people. I know you have a good heart. I know you like to help other people. And I know that you probably don't know how to say no. But again, how is that making you feel? Like, do you really feel good because you're helping those people over and over and over again? Or are you feeling burned out? Are you feeling stressed out? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling pressured? Then that means that you cannot continue to afford doing those things. You cannot continue to have those people in your life because they're draining you. They're sucking the life out of you. And that's why you don't have peace. So think about that. Think about, is there people that you need to remove from your life? Are there things that you need to stop doing for people so that you can have more peace in your life? And at first, you're going to feel uncomfortable and you might feel guilty, but those people will survive. They will be okay. Trust me. I know. They will figure out a way. They're adults too. And the same way that you got your life together and you take care of your business, they can do the same. It's time to stop enabling them. and start empowering them by teaching them how to be self-sufficient, so that then they can get a control of their lives, and then you can have more peace in your life. And, don't allow your thoughts to consume you. Overthinking is a disease. Trust me, I used to overthink about everything and stress about everything. But what about this? And make whole scenarios in my mind. Like, I used to even think about, like, if I run into this person, I'm going to say this and they're going to say that. And this is the whole, like, I used to make like a whole movie in my head. And at the end of the day, everything I thought I was going to say or they were going to say, it didn't even happen. So that was a whole waste of my time. Right. So practicing meditation. So apart from being still, and just being there, but also then with meditation is disconnecting from your surroundings and visualizing yourself maybe in a place that's calming and nurturing to your soul, and saying affirmations like, I am peaceful, I am joyful, I am centered, I am expecting great things to happen in my life. And continuing to repeat those things. I am peaceful. It's going to start to rewire your mind from that hyper overthinking, anxious state of mind. And you're going to start to see that you're going to feel more peace. You're going to feel more serenity. And the more you let go and the more that you surrender, you're going to feel so much lighter, and you're going to be like, wow, like I wish I would have started this a long time ago. But don't let that thought consume you, because the past is the past and the present is here and now. And all you can control is how you're going to move forward. It's all you're in control of is how you're going to move forward from this day on, and what practices you're going to do, and how you're going to rewrite the narrative that is in your mind. Because again, you have so much more control of your life and how you feel than you even realize. And, again, like, one thing that helps me is honestly is that surrender, not trying to be in control, not trying to figure everything out, not thinking that I even have to have it all figured out and know every single thing that's going to happen, but putting all of my trust in God and giving it all to Him and surrendering to Him and trusting Him that He knows better than I even know for myself. And by you focusing on yourself internally and practicing being present, practicing being still, and focusing on what makes you feel good, surrounding yourself with people who make you feel good, listening to your intuition, listening to your instincts, creating new habits that serve you, that make you feel good, that make you feel loved, that make you feel light, and pouring yourself into that. And I guarantee you that you're going to feel so much more peace in your life. Was that pause uncomfortable for you? That was a moment of quietude. And I know sometimes in the quiet, your mind might start to like freak out and wonder, like, wait, it's too quiet, it's too still. Because we live in a society where people feel guilty for taking time to pause, for taking time to be still. But again, that's why people are so stressed out. That's why people are so anxious. That's why there's such a huge epidemic with mental health in our society. Because instead of people taking time to be still, they're numbing out by binge watching TV. They're numbing out by drinking alcohol every night. They're numbing out by watching pornography. They're numbing out by taking pills and doing other kind of drugs. And all of these things are things that are outside of us. They're distractions. They temporarily block us from being face to face with the pain and the emptiness that we feel deep down inside. Not realizing that you don't have to live this way. The joy, the peace that you seek is within you. It's not in another person. It's not at the bottom of that bottle. It's not in that high that you want to feel. Peace is within you. Be still and know that God is not only with you, but He is within you. So reach in and tap into that internal power that you have within you and begin to heal those parts of you, those wounds, that trauma that you feel deep down inside. And if you have to cry, let it out. If you have to scream, let it out. It's time to come face to face with the pain that you feel and let it out. You're not weak for crying. You're not weak for feeling. And you can't keep running away. So as uncomfortable as it might be, to be still, to look within, and to begin to heal, it's time. So I hope that, this was helpful to you. If it was, please let me know. I love to hear your feedback. Leave me a star rating and review. Share this with someone that you feel really needs to hear this. And if you have any questions or any topics that you would like for me to cover on my podcast, please send me a message on Facebook, Rebecca Fillmore, on Instagram at Her Inspired Mind podcast, and also my personal page, Inspire Her Mindset. You can also send me an email at inspireherwithin@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.